Hey guys, welcome to another service of XO. I just want to encourage you guys, if you're not used to one of these services, we're going to go ahead and go into some worship right now. So I want to encourage you, wherever you are, whatever room you're in, go ahead and stand up or get on your knees, take a seat, whatever you feel most comfortable with, and go ahead and worship with us. So let's head to Blake with some worship.
Welcome back, church. It is another beautiful Wednesday. We're going to worship this afternoon. Would you guys just mind praying with me? Jesus, we thank you so much for being who you are, for having a plan on the other side of this, Jesus. We just want to take this moment and acknowledge who you are, acknowledge how good you've been. Jesus, we just ask you to put a blessing on this worship, put a blessing on this sermon tonight. Where we not just get stuck in the routine of watching a live stream, that we would be actively engaged in what you are doing in this moment, right now. Amen. You stood outside my grave with tears still on your face. I heard you say my name. My light was turned the day you came. I knew that you would come. You sang my heart, you woke up. Now I'm not afraid, I see your face. I am alive, you came. I knew that you would come. You said death's only sleeping. One word, my heart was beating. I rose up from my grave. My fear was turned to faith. You came. I knew that you would come. You sang. My heart, you woke up. Now I'm not afraid, I see your face. I am alive, you came. I knew that you would come. Every time you come, you are miracle working God. 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 Yes, you are miracle working God. We believe you are miracle working God. Miracle working God. You came. I knew that you would come. You sang. My heart, it woke up. I'm not afraid, I see your face. I am alive, you came. Knew that you would come. You came. Knew that you would come. We've seen what you can do, oh God of wonders. Power has no end. Things you've done before, in greater measure, you will do again. There's no prison wall you can break through, no mountain you can move. All things are possible. There's no broken body you can raise, no soul that you can't save. All things are possible. The darkest night, you can light it up. Yes, you can light it up. Oh God of revival, let hope arise. Death is overcome. You've already won. Oh God of revival. You rose in victory, and now you're seated forever on the throne. So why should my heart fear when you defeated? I will trust in you alone. 'Cause there's no prison wall you can break through, no mountain you can move. All things are possible. There's no broken body you can raise, no soul that you can save. All things are possible. The darkest night, you can light it up. Yes, you can light it up. Oh God of revival, let hope arise. Death is overcome. Oh, you've already won. Oh God of revival, God of revival. Come awaken your people. Come awaken the city. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Every stronghold will crumble. Hear the chains hit the ground. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. Come awaken your people. Come awaken the city. God of revival, pour it out, pour it out. The darkest night, you can light it up. You can light it up. Oh God of revival, let hope arise. Death is overcome. You've already won. Oh God of revival. Tried so hard to see it. Took me so long to believe it. You you choose someone like me to carry your victory. Perfection could never earn it, but we don't receive it. You take these broken things, raise them to victory. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you've won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. Now I can finally see it. You're teaching me how to receive it. So let all the striving cease. This is my victory. Now I can finally see it. You're teaching me how to receive it. So let all the striving cease. This is my victory. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you've won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. When I lift my voice and shout, every wall comes crashing down. I have the authority Jesus has given me. When I open up my mouth, miracles start breaking out. I have the authority Jesus has given me. We'll sing it out. When I lift my voice and shout, every wall comes crashing down. I have the authority Jesus has given me. When I open up my mouth, miracles start breaking out. I have the authority Jesus has given me. You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. I am who you say I am. Crown me with confidence. I am seated in the place undefeated with the one who has conquered it all. Jesus, we just declare that victory in your name by your authority. As your children, we can stand and claim the victory every time. We declare that authority now. God, you have victory over our hearts, over our minds, over our time. Victory belongs to you and to you alone. Amen. Guys, I hope you had an awesome time worshiping with me. Now it is time for some games with Cooper.
What is up, XSM? We're here again in the offices, sneaking around, doing some stuff. Today I'm for our game, gonna find some people and try to see if they can figure out what I'm drawing. So let's go see if we can find anybody. Joel, I need you to do something.
Right now?
Yeah. Okay, put the water down. Take this pen, take this paper. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna draw a picture on Joel's back, and Joel's gonna have to try and draw a similar picture against the wall, and let's see how close he can get to my picture.
Just based on what I'm feeling?
Based on what you're feeling, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's do a test run. I'm gonna do a number. Okay, what number is this?
I'm feeling like that's a 7.
Correct answer.
Hey, is this a bum pen?
Just use this one. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? You ready?
Yep.
Angela, you wanna come get this?
Born ready.
Born ready, here we go. Okay, you can draw at any time. I'm just gonna start going. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, hold on. The pen doesn't work.
You need a marker.
I'll be right back. I don't wanna mark on the shirts though.
Oh, that's true.
Skateboard ramp?
Hey man. I know you're trying to cheat.
An umbrella?
Okay. Here we go. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-outline what I drew. Okay, here we go. Now we're going again. Lots of little doodles. Yep.
Maybe a man?
All right, I'm finished.
You did something over here too.
Okay.
Maybe it's a...
I'm gonna take it off.
A bird?
You're gonna see how close you were.
I felt like curves, man.
Dude,
But
curves.
You did it like in the same spot.
Yeah.
It's like a wave, maybe a boat, but you were... Okay, yeah, I didn't feel anything up there.
Okay, it's all right. You tried.
I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Let's see what we got. I'm coming for you. Okay, so you're gonna look against the door,
I'm looking against the door, okay?
and I'm gonna put this right here.
Okay,
And you're gonna draw it against the door.
okay,
I'm gonna start drawing.
Okay.
And you gotta see how close you can get to my drawing.
okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Oh,
You ready? Feel
okay,
it.
got it.
All right, here we go. How's it doing, Angelo?
It's doing pretty good, man. Way better than Joel Holland.
All right. Oh, let's see how we did. Let's see how we did. Here we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Joel.
Not too bad.
Okay, here, move your hair.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's do.
I have no idea.
You feel it?
Nope.
No. You want to retry?
Yeah, it's hard to feel it,
It's
isn't
hard to feel it.
What?
Okay, let's see how she did.
What? Nope.
Yep, that's, I think Pastor David deserves a round of applause. He really got it. Announcements. Guys, don't forget, Pods is over. Don't forget, check out our stuff on Instagram and YouTube. Guys, we're coming back 2 weeks.
I'm Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow.
Ciao.
We miss you all so much.
Ciao.
Hi.
Announcements with Cooper.
I'm out again. Yeah, you're recording.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. You want some of this? You want some of this? You want some? Oh, yeah. What's up, XSM? Hey, I'm Pastor Nick, and this is XSM, where X equals multiply. And our heart and prayer is that this would be a home for you to be made and to multiply. Hey, y'all. Hey, we're going to have some fun tonight, okay? We're going to have some fun. It's a great night. And we are on a sermon series the last couple of weeks titled, The Future is Bright. Week 1, we talked about how the future is bright when God is with us and us with God. And last week, we talked about how the future is bright when we discipline ourselves, right? When we walk in spiritual, godly disciplines. And this week, y'all, I'm so excited. We have a guest speaker in the house with us tonight. Woo-hoo-hoo! That means that I get to just sit and enjoy and watch this young man, one of your fellow students, also our youth assistant here at XSM. He's going to be preaching a message for you tonight. So I want y'all in the comments to give him a whoop whoop as he comes to preach. Everybody, give it up and listen in to what my man, D'Angelo Allen, has to say. Woo! Angelo, do it!
What is up, XSM? I am so glad to share this message with you guys. I'm going to be building off of what Pastor Nick has been going on, and it's about your future, because your future is bright. But I'm warning you, I'm just going to dive in. There's no sugarcoating it. We're just going to hop to it, because I believe that before you plan for your future or thinking about moving forward, you have to deal with the baggage of your past, okay? So our first thing, ready? Listen, I'm going to break something to you. You're not perfect, guys. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Pastor Nick, Pastor David, we're not perfect. We're humans. It's the truth. We all have made mistakes. From, let's think. What are... Maybe you want to be open with us. Let us know in the comments. What are some mistakes you've made? Maybe you've cheated on a test before. Maybe you've lied to your parents. Maybe you let that kiss go a bit too far. Maybe you've taken a drink of alcohol when I don't think anyone watching this is of age. I don't know. But the thing is like we all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. And I'm sure if you ask any adult around you, everyone has made mistakes before. But when we do these things and we don't deal with them properly, they become this baggage that we carry around as we walk up the hill of life. Even if you don't know it, it's going to always be that little chip on your shoulder. So, for instance, I'm just talking about this baggage that you're carrying, and you might not even know it, like in the movie The Parent Trap. Have you guys seen it? I don't know. You might be too young. It came out in 1998, and it's about two twins, okay? Two twins, they were separated at birth. One moved to England and one stayed in America. They met up at a summer camp. Long story short, they find out that they are twin sisters, identical twin sisters, and they come up with this elaborate scheme to bring their parents back together. But there's one problem. Their dad has a girlfriend. She's like this Corella DeVille is what they call her. The dad has a girlfriend, and the twins are like, this lady is not it. So once they kind of they start working on their scheme, and it just kind of falls apart. But the dad decides to take the girlfriend and the twins on this family vacation, okay? And they have to hike up this mountain to get to the campsite. Now, like I said, the girls don't like the stepmom, and the stepmom doesn't like the girls. So the stepmom, the girlfriend, she's constantly like, she's ignoring the girls. She's like, they're bothers, they're pests, forget about them. But as they're hiking up this hill, the girls start to do like little things to bother her. They put a lizard on her water bottle, and like, you have to watch the movie. It's crazy. And like, somehow the lizard, like, it ends up on her head, and then like it falls into her mouth. It's disgusting. But as they're hiking up this hill, the girls start to put rocks in her bag. And like, she sits down, and like they load a bunch of rocks in this bag. And as she's going up the hill, she's like, whoa, this is kind of getting heavy. And she keeps going and going and going, and she's walking up this hill, and like, we can think of that hill as life. Like, she's walking up, and she has all this stuff on her back, and she finally stops, and she goes, listen, she says, I am going to kill my trainer. Yeah, she has a personal trainer. Crazy. She goes, I'm going to kill my trainer. I am in pain. Guys, that baggage that she was carrying is like the sins that we carry on our backs. If you don't deal with them and you continue to walk through life, it's going to drag you down. Okay? You can't expect to go far with the weight of your past on your back. It's just not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And it's life. It's a part of life. We're all going to make mistakes. And even the most amazing person you've ever imagined from, I don't know, who are some famous celebrities out there people look up to? Everyone has made mistakes. And like in the Bible, we have Paul. Do you guys know Paul? We did a dive into Acts a couple of weeks ago. And Paul wrote a lot of the Bible, like a lot of it. I don't know how much exactly. If you know, you should let us know. But I know he wrote like Timothy, a handful of books. He wrote a handful of books, and like you would think, if you just looked at the outside, Paul's a pretty good guy. But what most people don't know is that Paul wasn't doing the greatest of things before he felt the pull of God on his life. See, in Acts 22, verse 4, Paul says, I persecuted the followers of this way to their death, arresting both men and women and throwing them into prison. Guys, Paul was persecuting Christians. This man who has written Bible books, and he was persecuting Christians. Guys, listen. Paul had a past, but when the call of God fell on his life, he had to deal with his past so he was able to move forward. And Paul did this through doing two things that you and I both can do. First thing, Paul admitted he was a sinner. In 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 15, it says, here is a trustworthy saying that deserves full acceptance. Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of whom I am the worst. Guys, Paul said, I am the worst sinner, but he knows that he can seek salvation through Jesus Christ because God will forgive you for your past. And the second thing that he does is he obviously feels sorry about the things he did. Once he, has some conversations with Jesus, he's going to go and, build the kingdom of God. Paul's sorrow brings him to repentance. That's the second thing that he did. Paul repented for his sins as he was seeking salvation in the Lord. And we see this in 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 9. Yet now I am happy, not because you were made sorry. See, being sorry is not enough, but because your sorrow led you to repentance. Guys, you have to not be afraid to be vulnerable with God and let him unpack that baggage that you're carrying around. Because that is the only way to get that weight lifted off your shoulders is to continue moving forward by letting God take that from you. See, once you do that, okay, I think you have to deal with your past before you can move to your future. But when it comes to your future, guys, you have to dream big, okay? I think that's the key to our futures. Because if you know the extraordinary love of God, God can take your extraordinary dreams to the next level. And we see this in Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we ask and imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Guys, if you dream a big dream, I promise you God has a bigger one for you. Okay? Because God places our hopes and our desires and our wants and our needs in our lives. He places them on your heart, in your mind, in your thoughts. Maybe like, I don't know, you can go as many things, whatever you want, whatever you can think of, God places that in your heart, and He wants to fulfill that for you. So you have to dream a big dream. So God will give you a bigger outcome, okay? And let's talk about Joseph for a second. Do you guys know Joseph? We're going to hop back to Genesis chapter 37. I'm kind of skimming through verse 2 through 5, okay? So we have Jacob's family line. Then we got Joseph, young man. He's 17. He's working out in the fields with his brothers and his father's wives. And the thing is, Israel, where they were living, everyone liked Joseph a bit more than his brothers. It was just a thing. They all liked him a bit more. But his brothers were like, they're jealous, guys. They were jealous. They were like, why does everyone like him? Like, nothing is special about him. But one night, verse 5, it says, Joseph had a dream. And when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more, guys. Joseph decided to share his dreams with his brothers, people who are supposed to care about him, guys. Joseph shared it with them, and it says they hated him more. See, Joseph was a dreamer like you and I. We're dreamers. We're all dreamers because, like I said, God places these dreams and these wants in your life. But his brothers shut down his dreams. Don't let someone's disapproval stop you from dreaming big. You have to dream big for your future to be bright. You have to dream big for your future to be bright. Because, like I said, God plants these stuff in our heads because God knows your future. God has plans for you. And we see this, Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Guys, God has a future in mind for each one of us. And it's kind of crazy to fathom, but He does. He has a grand scheme of things that are in line for you. But you have to start with your dream. And to start with that dream, He has a future for you. God has a grand scheme of things, and it's for your future. See, when you start with your small dream, to get to that bigger, extraordinary dream that I said that God has in store for you, you have to know the extraordinary love of God. See, God calls us all His children. 1 John chapter 3, verse 1, see how very much our Father loves us. He calls us His children, and that is what we are. If we don't believe that God loves you like your mom loves you, your dad, your grandparents, whoever watches over you and takes care of you, if you don't believe that God loves you the same way and accept the extraordinary love that He has in store for you, you can't accept the extraordinary dreams of your future. Because we all know that we have eternal life in the Lord if you let Him into your heart. So, go, dream big. Don't let anyone or anything stop you, because as long as you have God on your side, your future is bright. But, we're gonna backtrack a bit, because there's a difference between constantly dreaming big and wanting more and better for yourself than living in the future. And I kind of am guilty of this, especially recently. So, How many of you are like waiting for something? You're waiting for a single thing. Because for me, for instance, I was ready to graduate. I had like 3 different countdowns on Instagram. I would share them here and there. I was ready to graduate. And once that happened, now I'm ready to go to college. Like, let's go. I'm constantly trying to see what's next. Maybe you're waiting till your 16th birthday so you can drive. Or maybe you're waiting until you can turn 18 so you can join the army. You're constantly waiting for something. But here's the thing. Once you let God unpack your baggage, you have to make yourself okay, cut right here. We're going to restart from So Dream a Big Future because I messed up. So, go and dream your future. And dream it big, guys. Dream a big future. But there's a difference in dreaming your future and trying to live in the future. Reset. Again. Okay. So guys, I'm going to tell you, go out and dream your future up. Speak it into existence, guys. Go dream your future and dream it big. But you have to know that there's a difference in dreaming your future versus living in your future. So here's the thing. We let go of our past. We just talked about letting God unpack your baggage. So now that your bags are unpacked, and once you give it all to the Lord so he takes the weight off your shoulders, now you have space. You have space to choose what you carry back there. You have to make yourself good today so you can be great tomorrow. You have to make yourself good today so you can have a bright future ahead of you. So like I said, you unpacked all this baggage. It's all that weight is lifted off your shoulders. What are you going to do with that free space you have? How are you going to fill it? What are you going to fill it with? Are you going to let temptations and alcohol, drugs, things that we aren't supposed to be doing, are you going to let that fall back into your bag? Or are you going to fill it with the things that God wants you to fill it with so he can prepare you for your bright future, so he can prepare you for the journey he is going to take you on? So, I challenge you to do one thing first. Let God unpack your baggage, guys. Let him unpack it all. Give it all to him so you don't have to carry that weight around anymore. The next thing, I want you to commit to something today, right now in the comments or personally make a sticky note, put it on your mirror. Commit to something right now that is going to make yourself good today so you can be great tomorrow. That can be simply giving your life to Jesus, guys. You can do that right now with a simple prayer, guys. Give your life to the Lord. Let him take all your burdens away. And maybe you've done this before and you want something else to commit to. I wrote down a bunch of things you can. You can read a page of your Bible every day. Read a page every day, just to fill your bag with that knowledge. Maybe you want to commit to praying before you go to bed and when you wake up. Just pick something. If you want to let us know what it is in the comments, feel free to do that. But pick something that will make you better and brighter for your future. So guys, we're going to go into another song of worship. And I want you to take some time, find a spot in your room. If it's your room, your closet, you got to go to the garage to get away from people. Find a space where you can be vulnerable with the Lord and let him unpack your bags. Unpack your bags. Restart. Woo! Okay, guys, after you commit to something, we're about to go into another song of worship. I want you to take this time, find a place in your house, in your room, And if you got to go to the garage to get away from people, find a space where you can be vulnerable with God and you can let Him unpack your baggage so you can pack your bags and prepare for the journey He's about to take you on.
Standing on this mountain, I'm standing on this mountain, holding steadfast, no more doubting, I'm here to worship you. You are God above the mountains, you are God above the mountains. Everywhere I go, your love surrounds me. I'm here to worship you. I hang on every word, to every word that set me free. And now I hear you call on me. Therefore I will go, because I know that you are with me. Jesus, send me out to the lost, to the hungry. And I will shout your name on the highest hill of every country. And in the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit I will go. I'm ready for the journey. You are God above the mountains. You are God above the mountains. Everywhere I go, your love surrounds me. I'm here to worship you. I hang on every word, to every word that set me free. And now I hear you call on me. Therefore I will go, because I know that you are with me. Jesus, send me out to the lost, to the hungry. I will shout your name on the highest hill of every country. And in the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit I will go. I'm ready for the journey. All authority in heaven and earth to the only one in heaven or earth who is worthy. All authority in heaven and earth to the only one in heaven or earth who is worthy. All authority in heaven and earth to the only one in heaven or earth who is worthy. All authority in heaven and earth to the only one in heaven or earth who is worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy, Lord. Therefore I will go, because I know you are with me. Jesus, send me out to the lost, to the hungry. I will shout your name on the highest hill of every country. And in the name of the Father, Son, and Spirit I will go. I'm ready for the journey. I'm ready for the journey.
All right, guys, thanks for coming to another awesome XO service with us. I hope you got something great out of it, out of D'Angelo's sermon, and out of that awesome worship with Blake and Drew. So let us know if you heard something great from Jesus, or if you have something you want to share in the comments, go ahead and share that with us. Otherwise, we will see you next week.